Welcome to the bottom of the first here at Jackrabbits. Apologies, took us a little bit of time to find the internet and get ourselves sorted. But Jack's on the mound. Jackrabbits went quite quietly in the top of the first. 4 up, 3 down. Jack starts with a 53-mile-an-hour fastball in the outside corner. Swing and a miss. 55. And a ground ball off to the right side, and that's going to get through. And Isaiah picks that up for single for the power alley. No, between the 3-4 hole. Yeah.
All right, let's go, Jack. Come on, Jackrabbits!
Swing and a miss for strike one. And we'll see if the runner at 1 goes. And they're going to get him. Got him. Beautiful pickoff by. That was a nice delay. And they got him. So first single erased on that. And now 1 down. The runner, or the batter, will have a 1-1 count, I think. That ball's outside. I think maybe 1-2, 2-1. Ball's high. That was a nice pitch. Can't be sad about that pitch, but Ump didn't find it to be a strike. All right. Swing and a miss. Now we got 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes now, thanks to Blue. We're still here at Jackrabbits Broadcasting, getting ourselves sorted. This game turned around really quickly from the previous game, so we're working on getting ourselves sorted. That ball's outside. Do you want this or not want this?
I'm done with it.
Okay. That's, I don't know if you want to use that. Ball 4. And number 11 will take first base. Where's my notebook? Oh, nuts. So with the runner on first, we'll see a strike right there from Jack. There's my notebook. Got him again. That's only 2. Jackrabbits running off the field like that's 3, but that's only 2. So
What do you call that? Caught stealing or
picked off, yeah, he's picked off. So the power alley not running on the first pitch, running on the second pitch. Jack figuring that out and throwing over there while the runner was leaning both times. And there's a ground ball. Goes off Aaron's foot into the outfield, and the runner will take first. Okay, here we go. Now we're ready. Left-handed number 5 steps in, and Jack will like facing a lefty because his curveball will really work. And he throws a 56-mile-an-hour fastball in the inside corner. Number 5 takes it for ball 1. That's another single. Jack's given up 2 singles and a walk, but picked both guys off. Swing and a miss at 55. So that's the first batter got a single, then got picked off. Second batter walked. got picked off. Third batter has a single standing on first. And the next pitch from Jack will be a throw over. And that runner's back safely with no chance to pick off on that one. So that runner not interested in being the third out of the inning. And that ball's 55 for a strike. That ball tailing away from the lefty, so Jack loves facing lefties because his ball naturally does that anyway. And we'll have a throw to first. Almost, it was close, but he was back in time.
Let's go, Jack.
Jack taking a long time, freezing everybody. Swing and a miss, and we'll see a strike 3. So no throw down, and Jack messing with timing there. Got third strike. So with that, no.
I think I might be off on.
I think Aaron is next.
Okay, Aaron.
Because
did, but was Teddy the
didn't
last
Teddy
one?
make the last out, or did Aaron
can't
make the?
remember.
Did Teddy make the last out, or did Aaron make the last out? Do we remember? Did Aaron strike it? Teddy popped up. Did that end?
When we were hitting.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll see who.
We'll see who shows up. We think it's going to be Aaron, but we could be very wrong, ladies and gentlemen. We are we were rushing greatly to get ourselves in a good place. So just a reminder, the Jackrabbits broadcasting team today is Mike on the mic, and we have Margie sitting in for Keith and doing a better job. So he's on notice. He's my partner here. The only thing that we definitely missed Keith on is we couldn't get the internet started in time. So apologies for that, folks. So we are already at the top of the second. I see Chris. Oh, did we not have a Gianni? Did we pull Gianni?
I did.
Oh, you did pull Gianni? So looks like Chris and then Ricardo in the on-deck circle.
Yeah. So.
So Aaron must have made the final out of the inning.
Change this to Chris.
Yeah, that's correct.
I
think you have to scroll down.
I did.
There you go, to save. So number 7 will be on the mound, throwing to his battery mate. Number 11 is the catcher. Loveland Power Alley came off a loss in the previous games. The Jackrabbits played at 11, and Power Alley played at 1. And both teams playing their second game of pool play at this 3 o'clock hour. Loveland, I think, took it to 6 innings. I wasn't totally paying attention, but I think they went 6. Certainly they went 5.
I'm hitting select and it's not letting me. It's like stuck.
Whoa!
Whoa!
So Chris, select.
There.
I don't know. It takes a team. So the Power Alley coming off a loss from their first game, but we had 7 minutes between games. So these guys are just keeping the heat up, and you saw bats are really working in the bottom of the first with several hits from Loveland. And number 7 threw an inning in the last game because I saw him because he's got hair that looks like my son Teddy's coming out from underneath the lid up there. But but also pitched a scoreless first inning where I think only Jorge got on base. Everybody else got out, I believe. And just to note that Gianni is scratched from today's game. He's on the injured list with a bad back. So he will be scratched from this game, hopefully so that he can go home tonight, take a nice long warm bath, some Tylenol, and be back to play with us tomorrow. And a 60-mile-an-hour pitch on the outside by number 7 for ball 1. Chris now with the hype fire over his right shoulder, waving it, loading, and swing. Foul off to the right for the first strike of the at-bat. And we've got some dark clouds kind of rolling in. It has been a off and again, on again day when it comes to the clouds. And Chris will hit that ball down the third base line. And Chris with a really good leadoff single. I'll move that a little bit. There we go. Ricardo showing bunt. And there's a strike. But Chris will get in safely to second.
All right, Ricardo, let's go. Trade places with him, bud.
Ricardo also swinging the high fire. And there's a throw back to second. Second baseman does a really good job of blocking that from going to the outfield. Chris is back safely. And there's now a nice wind, and by nice I mean too much wind blowing. We haven't had much of that today. It'd be a real shame. Swing and a miss, a 58. Fastball right at the letters for Ricardo. Ricardo's got 2 strikes now. And nice big lead for Chris. And that ball's going to get away from the catcher, who comes right back to him. We'll see if Chris is in safe. He's in safely. So good lead leads to a good break, leads to a stolen base. And we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a runner on third.
Let's go, bud.
Chris with a nice big lead on third, but he's not going anywhere. Ricardo swings and misses at a 57 in his eyes.
Come on, Eastside. Going 6.
And so Isai will step in. Isai was 2 for 2 in the first game with a key double. It really sort of broke the game open for the Jackrabbits. It's going to be pretty important to get the runner in from third here and to break the seal on this game. That ball's low.
Come on, Eastside.
And we got the runner, the decent lead on third. Isai ready, hands back. He's going to take 60 miles an hour outside. That was a really nice pitch.
Right, Eastside. Let's go, bud.
Isai's little sister yelling, go get him, Isai, from way in the back. Come on, Isai, come on, Isai, says little sister in the cutest voice possible. Certainly much cuter than mine.
Come on, Eastside.
And we'll see what Isai sees here. He's taken all the way on a 3-0 pitch. That was a strike. But that was. Jackrabbits requirement, though, you have to take on 3-0. Otherwise, you run a lot in practice. Nobody gets the green light on 3-0. And that ball is low and away. Isai will take the walk.
You got it, Jack.
And number 11's going to go talk to number 7 there and just get sure they're on the same page when you've got a situation like you have here, first and third. And Javon will step in. I think I'm going to try to do a better job of calling stats out here.
Come on, bud.
So I'm going to start with Javon because he has some of the best stats at the plate. Batting .463 and on-base percentage of .645. Swing and a miss. Ball up
Come on,
high.
Javon. Be patient, bud. Let's go.
Someone may have missed a sign there because he only had 1 down.
Got it.
Could end up getting a double play on a pop-up throw-out if you had happened there, but doesn't matter now. Now 2 runners in scoring position. And a foul ball straight back.
Okay, come on, let's go, bud. Got a battle. Make sure it's a good one. Be patient. Come on, Jared. Be patient.
So we'll see what Javon does here. A good two-strike approach, meaning you're swinging at anything, you're getting your hands out quickly, you're not looking to drive the ball as much as slap the ball. And he does what Teddy does, which is hit the ball off to the left side, in foul territory, and third baseman's not able to catch up with it. Thankfully for us, it gets down before he can get there.
Go, Jay. Bring it out, bud. You got it.
Number 7 comes set. Next pitch. It's going to get away. Great snag by catcher to keep that from getting past him. That's probably a run, given Chris's proclivity to go steal a base when he can. So number 11, chalk that up as a run saved for your team. Key defensive stat for any catcher, and well, for any player really, but certainly for a catcher.
All right, Jay, let's go, bud.
And a fake spin and throw to second. That runner can't go anywhere, so you're not expecting a throw back by any means. And Javon corks that ball through to left field, goes off the left fielder's legs, and we're going to have 2 at home.
Good job, Jay.
And Javon will go into second, so continuing to lead the team in batting average. I actually wonder if he's going to be close to leading the team in RBIs now.
Good job, Jay.
Javon's a little further down the list on RBIs, but team leading batting average. Jack has 17 RBIs on the season, and he's heading 271 for the season. So 2 across for the Jackrabbits here, with 1 down and a runner on second. Javon with a ginormous lead at second. It's going to draw a point throw. And he's in there safely. And he's going to climb up the base, wait till the ball gets back to the pitcher, and stand up fully. So really, really good base running there from Javon. Take a nice big lead, get in there, climb your way up the base. Jack swings at a pitch that's way outside. He didn't look like he knew what he was doing there. Next pitch. And a shot down the first base line.
Let's go.
That's going to score 1, I believe. Javon is going to get in safely on the RBI single by Jack.
Good job, Jack. Good job, Jay.
So the Jackrabbits, middle and bottom of the order, doing the damage right here, where the top of the order couldn't. So you like to see that happen. Isaiah steps in. Mr. Pinky, as we like to call him, recently had a basketball injury that put him in a cast. He has been cleared for baseball action. And that's what I hope we see here, some baseball action from
Come on, Isaiah.
Isaiah. Jack is going to go. That ball is high. And there's the throw. And it's not in time. Jack's in there safely.
Was that a ball or strike?
That was a ball. So a big stop on the right, big hole on the right side for Isaiah, if he can poke it through there. Somehow the outfield is playing everybody to hit behind. Oh, another great grab by number 11. So for a right-handed batter, the left fielder is scooched way over. Center fielder is off to the right-hand side, or right field side of second base, and the right fielder is almost down the right field line. So what's that giving you is a right center gap that's wide open, especially since the second baseman is holding Jack on safely on a spin and throw. Number 7 doing a little bit of gardening out there, filling in the hole in front of the rubber. And gets a lot of pressure on that spot there, so you got to fill it in every now and again. Isaiah swings and misses at a 59 mile an hour swing. We got 1-1, 2-1? 2-1, 2-1 count. That ball is low, 3-1. So Isaiah in the catbird seat here. Number 7 knows he needs to bring something probably middle. So Isaiah should be sitting that. There it is. Isaiah is. Now the right fielder. Oh, it doesn't quite get to it. Isaiah's on with a bloop single. And we have Jack having to stay at second because it wasn't clear that wasn't going to get caught or not. So we have now first and second. Yep, Jack had to stay at second. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Kieran steps in now. Kieran swinging a hot aluminum bat the last 4 games. He was, I believe, 2 for 2 in the first game, and was hit well over the, hit well on Wednesday, and even last weekend when generally the Jackrabbits weren't, he was. So let's see if we can keep that up. Again, big hole on the right side for anybody who wants to hit that ball there. Oh, Kieran decides way too late that is a strike and swings. And that is a weird gust of wind. Is that not a weird gust of wind?
Go, Kieran.
It sounded like a freight train was coming in behind us. And Kieran now with the bat back. He's going to take a 56-mile-an-hour pitch on the outside. So I have the back of my neck burning and a big old wind gust behind us. So it's a very strange day here at the ballpark, ladies and gentlemen. Swing and a miss. So Kieran not able to catch up with that 59-mile-an-hour pitch. Puts him in a bit of a bind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kieran ready. Here's the pitch. Swing. Foul tip, but caught by number 11, who was really an excellent catcher back there. And that's the second out of the inning. Jabril ready to swing this here. So Jabril, who got on a marathon at bat in the first game that ultimately ended up as a walk, and then had the game-winning strikeout, which you don't see very often. But Kieran was on first, and he struck out, but that was dropped. And in the throw to first, Kieran just kept running all the way home to finish the game off on the run rule. So
while they were all arguing and debating it, he just kept running around.
yeah, no, he did what was the right thing to do. He just kept running, and while everybody was arguing and debating what that call. And so swing and a miss. So Jabril now 2 strikes against him. And we'll see Jabril can shorten up the swing here a little bit and drive the ball hopefully through the hole on the right side. Jack will be running hard with 2 outs. And that ball gets away, and Jack's going to third. He reads it well. Jabril now has 2 runners in scoring position, and a single here would do a lot for making this game much more comfortable. But with 1 ball and 2 strikes, it's all about Jabril just making contact, putting the ball into play, make the other team make the play. All right, next pitch, pitcher set. And he hits that ball into left field, over the left fielder's head. That ball goes a long way. 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop, 4 hops, just below the left field fence. And the crowd goes wild, ladies and gentlemen, with Jabril standing on second. So for somebody who spent the entire Thursday practice, 90 minutes with a bat in hand, swinging, 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 he made contact, y'all. And we're going to get a timeout here from the coach from Loveland. Just coming out, I think, to settle his pitcher down. Pitcher number 7's throwing strikes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with his form, the way he's throwing here. He's just giving up a couple of hits, and they were that one. You know, nothing you can do. He was challenging Jabril with a fastball, which he'd already beat him with, and so Jabril caught up to that one. Now Joe steps in. Joe with two outs will try to avoid his fate from the first time, which is was a strikeout. And we have the incorrect hype fire. And we got the new hype fire now. So they all, I think, are the same. But who cares? If this one has a hit in it, we'll take it. So Jabrell on second with 2 outs. It's got to be wise and not get picked off. Number 7 comes set, and the pitch. Joe actually does bunt it, and he has a chance here at first, and pulls the runner off, and there'll be a play at home. And Jabrell, so for Joe, who has struggled a little bit at the plate, a beautiful bunt. I mean, I don't know, that thing went 9 feet and died right along the first base line. It was beautiful. Good play by the catcher. The throw was a little wide, pulled him off. So Joe will be safe at first on that infield single, and more importantly, with 2 outs, you saw Jabrell running on contact. He scored on a 9-foot bunt. So you love to see that. That's good. That's good quality heads-up play. Joe on his way to second, and the throw to second is not going to be in time because the pitch was outside for ball 1. So I forgot what happened. Jorge got a single in his first at bat and stranded at second in the first inning. Ooh, that ball came out of the hand funny and just kept sliding towards Jorge. High and inside, ball 2. But a big hole on the right side for Jorge's liking. So we have 3 balls and 1 strike. Sorry, Margie, I keep getting in your personal space. I apologize. I can't remember where we're at. So 3-1. Jorge's going to be sitting middle fastball here that he's going to want to drive into left center field. Instead, he's going to take that ball inside for ball 4. And Teddy will step in now with runners on first and second and 2 down. He popped out to the pitcher in his first at bat before we were up and running. And Teddy's going to take that first pitch fastball low and away. So 58 mile an hour on that fastball. Number 7 looking like he's maybe doing a little. We're getting hit, so I don't know if he's changing his approach. And they'll have a spin and not throw to second. Both runners will get a nice lead. Teddy back in the box. Pitcher comes set, Teddy loads, and he fouls off to the right side. Teddy swinging at a ball in his eyes there. He's lucky to make contact at all, and he's certainly lucky that that ball didn't go into the field of play. And Teddy he's batting .303 on the season with a .395 on base percentage. So what that tells you is he doesn't get a lot of walks. He swings, he loves them fastballs. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. All right, did I lose the internet? No, looks like we're back. All right. And there's a ball there. Interference on the batter. The runner on third is out. So, interference on Teddy. So, that ends the inning.
Well, we owed him
Yeah, that was it. So what happened there, folks? You can't really see it in all my things. Teddy left the box. And in leaving the box, he then got in the way of the potential throw. As such, Teddy interfered with the catcher. That means that the runner at third is out, and we end up with a rally snuffed out there, unfortunately. Teddy will come back and bat.
Call that an out.
So what you want to do though is you don't want to. I guess you would say, how do you do the caught stealing? Because just maybe call him.
Usually I hit out.
Oh, okay, hit out and see what happens there. And then I'll ask you, did Teddy finish the at bat?
Oh, that just
yeah.
didn't happen.
Yeah, but do that, and then I'll say, did Teddy finish the at bat? And you say no. What?
That doesn't count as an at-bat.
No, he'll come back now because he wasn't the final out.
Alright, I got us with 6 runs.
Oh, nuts. I forgot to change this to 720 before I hit go on the stream. We're going to have to do 480. So Jack will be in for the second inning. He'll be throwing to Isai. And Joe at first, Ricardo at second, Jorge at short, and Teddy at third. Teddy played third on Thursday and loved it. Let's see if he can do this. So just a little shout out to my son there. In left, you've got Javon. In center, you've got, looks like Chris. And in right, you've got Jabrell. So Jackrabbits are running with 12 or 11. We got, I think we have 12 players. Gianni down with, I think I mentioned this earlier, and that's why we skipped a spot in the lineup, down with a back issues. So Coach wisely decided to sit him for this game so that he can hopefully get better and play tomorrow. And the Jackrabbits, with their victory in the first game, moved their record to 18-16-2. On the mound we do have Jack. Jack with I think the second most innings pitched for the Jackrabbits at 28.2, and starts off with a 55-mile-an-hour strike there. His ERA is 5.3, and he's struck out 29 while giving up 18 base on balls. There was a 44-mile-an-hour non-competitive pitch there from Jack.
Come on, Jack.
And Jack throwing 56 on the outside corner. So moving really quickly, Jack is. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Come on, Jack.
So Jack now back on the mound, ready with the pitch, and a foul ball off the plate, off Isai's glove. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Let's go, Jack.
And the next pitch. That ball is hit over to Joe on first, who gets underneath it. And with a little gust of a wind, makes a little move, but gets the out. Jack's hat has fallen off with that gust.
Hey, let's go, guys.
And Teddy will walk that into Joe with 1 up, 1 down. I'm sorry, not Joe. He'll walk it into Jack. That is the all volume, hair volume club right there. Jack and Teddy with as much hair peeking out underneath it as they have underneath it. You can join the Power Alleys number 7 as well. He's part of that club. And we got a few more on the Jackrabbits who also are trying to get the. We had a ball 1 there. Jack throws ball 2 high. So Jack all over the place velocity-wise. We've seen that non-competitive pitch coming at 44. We've seen 57 on the fastball, and that one's 53. So Jack playing with lots of volume, lots of velocity things here today to keep the Power Alley pitchers batters on their toes. There's 55 right there. That one popped the glove. I feel like that one came in maybe a little faster than 55. But with a 2-2 count now to number 5 on Power Alley. Jack is feeling it, and There's a nice ground ball down the first base line and foul. Joe fields the ground ball, but doesn't do him any good. And we go back to a 2-2 count.
All right, Jack, finish it, ball. Let's go.
Hopefully Joe and Ricardo have learned something here on the last two batters making late contact to Jack. And that's a foul ball straight back. So 55, not 5, excuse me, 55 now is time Jack up a little bit.
Come on, Jack.
Strike 3 at the letters. And they're going to throw the ball around in celebration.
Down, boys. Let's go.
So 2 down. And Jack with the first pitch to the new batter. And it floats way outside, 47. Power Alley has their number on their back, which I don't get to see when they come up, and then on their left hip, which is for right-handed batters, further away from me. And that is 18. Number 18 takes kind of a half-hearted swing there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a ground ball right up the middle. And we'll see if Jorge can make the throw to first. And he does. And Jackrabbits able to get out of that inning and keeping Power Alley off the board. Jorge with that heads-up play over to Joe. And so the Jackrabbits now, we go to the top of the third. We're up, what are we up? 8-0? 6-0. I'm holding. Well, while we're waiting for a summary of where we're at, let me talk a little bit about. You got 6? Okay, I think that's right. A little bit about the tournament. So we're in the Caba May Madness tournament. The Jackrabbits are in the 13U AA Silver Division, and I caused some confusion and some consternation in the first game, talking about this. So the 13 AA is the highest, and then 13 AAA is the highest division, and then 13 AA is below that. And inside the AA, there is both a gold and silver. The Jackrabbits are in the silver division. We have been second place in our last 2 tournaments. We've been second place and first place, and so what had happened is the Caba director said, "Hey, you guys are getting to be pretty good. If you continue to do well in the silver division, you need to move up to gold." So I think I confused a few folks about what that means and if we're being punished. No, we're not being punished. It's actually a reward for playing well to go up and play in the 13U AA Gold Division. So that would be a kind of a promotion, if you will. Teams self-assign, and so it's everybody kind of understanding where everybody else is at on the whole thing. But that's sort of where we're at. And the reason we've been in 13U AA Silver is that we haven't shown to be able to win consistently. Those who've either been Jackrabbit season fans for multiple seasons will know that we can go on a hot streak and tear off 5, 6, 7 in a row, and then we can win one of our next 8. So Coach has us down in silver until we can prove that we can win consistently. And as I mentioned in the first game, we consistently been doing well on the Saturdays, pretty well on the Sundays, and horrifically bad on the Wednesday games. And so it looks like if the Jackrabbits can do well in this tournament, we may start playing a different division, and it'll bring some different teams, although some teams we've seen before, so it's not totally going to be brand new, but it will be, I think, a slightly higher caliber of pitching and a slightly higher caliber of defense. It's probably what separates the silver from the gold, of which I hope, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, and I hope we have passed that threshold as the Jackrabbits. So we'll see, but worry not. This would be a good thing. It would be a reward for doing well in the silver division to get promoted to the gold division. And we have a balls in coming down. And we have a new pitcher as well, number 8. So obviously the next pitcher after number 7 has to be number 8. And his catcher is still number 11 to throw down. And the infield will whip that around and get it back to him. We do have a 6-0 game, right?
That's what I got.
Okay, and Teddy will resume his at-bat, but with a fresh count. So it is 0-0 to Teddy. And unfortunately, because he stepped out of the box, interfered with the catcher, and he made Joe the third out of the last. So Teddy now with a no count. He's going to take a 47-mile-an-hour curveball that floats in high. Chance of TK7 from the dugout. And Teddy pops that one nearly straight up. And it bounces foul. Oops, I couldn't quite get it. I don't have that shot.
Let's go, Teddy. Straighten that out, bud. Hey, new light now. Sit back on that. Let's go.
And so Teddy now given an extra life on the foul ball that came to the ground. We got 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 8 on the rubber. Teddy in the box. Come on, buddy. Let's see you really belt one here, please. And Teddy takes a 47-mile-an-hour curve right at the belt. So it looked like it was coming in to hit him. You can see him flinch, and then it broke over the blade. So number 8 can pull that off to our right-handers. We're going to have serious trouble. And that ball is high. And ball 2. So this pitcher not throwing as hard as his teammate. Jackrabbits will need to know to be up in the box a little bit. And Teddy does hit that one deep to left field. Over the left fielder's head. Teddy not running very hard on it. He picks it up and ends up with a double, which is where you should end up on that pitch anyway. So Teddy with a solid swing for a double.
Let's go, Aaron.
Daddy proud here of that swing. That looked good. So Aaron now will step in. And ball 1. As we mentioned in the first game, Aaron batting .425 on the season. Second best on the team. And he corks that one right up the middle. It's going to get underneath the shortstop's glove. And Teddy will come home on that single. Number 7 scored our seventh run. Great assist from Margie there. Statistician galore. So Aaron will move his batting average up. Chris batting .365 will step in, showing bunt. With Aaron on first, we're gonna have a throw over. Oh, we're not gonna have a throw over. My bad. Aaron's got 24 RBIs on the season, making him 3rd on the season. Oh, and there's nobody at second to cover. They might have had Aaron. That ball ends up in center field. Oh, so Aaron will take 3rd on a stolen base, and then nobody from the middle infield going to pick him up there at second. So Pally, as a former second baseman, power alley middle infielders got to be talking there. Someone's got to know that they got to be catching that, and we'll have a play at 3rd, and the ball skips away from the 3rd baseman, so Aaron's in there safely. Chris has 14 RBIs on the season, but has scored 18 times. So you can see, because Aaron and then above him, Teddy and Gianni, there's not a lot of people on base when Chris gets up. So he himself gets on, and then hopefully his teammates bring him around, which looks like he does. His on-base percentage is .459, so he's getting on base almost half of every at-bat. And that ball is high. 3-0. Here's 3-0. Chance of CR9 coming from the dugout. And nice pitch by number 8. That was a 50-mile-an-hour pitch there. Aaron asking for the throw from the catcher, but the catcher too smart, too sophisticated to make that throw. You don't want to throw it away and let Aaron score, or even just turn that into a pickle situation where you don't know you have a backup as the catcher. So smart move by the catcher. Chris sees the next pitch, and he hits that one into right center field. It's going to drop, and we're going to have a play at second. Oh, they had him, but I think he's got to be sliding there. But the ball pops away from the shortstop. So Aaron will score on that, and Chris will take second. He's calling time so he can take off his battle armaments. And I hope Coach talks to him about sliding there. He's got to be sliding. He's not going to third. Get in safely. So top of the third, and we've got 8-0. All right. So Ricardo will step in. Ricardo batting .364 with an on-base percentage of .532. So, he wanted to hit a home run 300 feet down the line. I think 300 feet to dead center. Fortunately, Ricardo pulled his head, jerked his body. There was no way he was going to make contact with that ball. He couldn't see it. And there's I think that was a curve, but it didn't. It kind of floated in and didn't really curve. So it doesn't matter. It's a ball. Oh, we get a timeout. Ricardo got a gust of wind in his face and called time. So I just heard from the dugout it was too windy for changeups. So that's what that last pitch was, and it explains why it floated, because it did get caught on the wind, I think. And outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Ricardo came back from his family trip abroad and returned right to his hitting ways on Wednesday. And I believe in the first game he actually was 1 for 2 as well. So 3 balls and 1 strike. And this wind gusts are coming up pretty strong and blowing up a lot of dirt, so that time number 8 came off the rubber. And we'll have a throw back to second. Oh, fake throw. No throw.
All right, let's go, Ricardo.
So messing with Ricardo's timing a little bit there by having the dancing towards second. And the pitch. Ricardo's going to hit that one straight back. I think I could have got that one. 3-2 now? Yeah. Full count here and nobody down, right? Yeah. And still top of the third. We got here quickly and then we kind of camped in this inning, haven't we? So Ricardo now bat off his shoulder, loaded and ready for this pitch. And he hits that one. Oh my goodness. And that is a home run. Goodbye, adios, sayonara, however you say it. Goodbye, baseball. Well struck by Ricardo. And he will celebrate with his teammates as he knocks them all down like bowling pins at home. On a 2-run homer. Well, everybody, the outfielders all acted like it went over, so they're the closest. So that'll be empty bases now. A lot of excitement in the dugout, of course. 10-0. Empty bases for Eastside. And nobody on. Or sorry, nobody down and nobody on. Eastside now will have to act like a leadoff hitter and just get on. Do what he needs to. 52 outside.
Yeah.
Eastside had a little bit of a slump, probably for half a dozen games, but he seems to have broken out of it with good performance last weekend, midweek, and this weekend so far. It's crazy how baseball is such a mental game, a game of such small adjustments. For Eastside, it was just about loading just a little bit earlier. He was putting his hands out. You can see he puts his hand out almost directly in front of his face. And during his slump, he wasn't getting him back in time. So there was a little extra movement. And then that meant that the bat wasn't getting over the plate in time, and he was striking out a lot. He's now got the bat coming back sooner, and he's ready for ball 4. Is that ball 4? That was a fast at bat. So Eastside doing exactly what he needs to do as a leadoff hitter.
Come on, Javon, you got it.
And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. And looks like we're going to have a change here in pitcher, and then the catcher also got pulled. Number 8 kind of upset with himself, but coach reminded him, hey man, you got to learn on the job here a little bit. So we're going to, I'm not sure what happened to the catcher, but now we have a new pitcher with no catcher to warm him up. So we're going to need somebody from Power Alley behind the plate, whether that's a coach or whether that's some player. Here we go, coach grabbing the glove. So number 18 will be on the mound for Power Alley. And during this break and play, we're going to just remind you that Jackrabbits Broadcasting, it's Margie and myself. Margie, the proud mom of Kieran. I'm Mike, the proud dad of Teddy. And we appreciate you listening and tuning in today. Certainly would love for you to like and subscribe. You know that I'm on a race with my wife to get to 200 subscribers, her on her Substack, me on my YouTube here. So if you can do us a solid and go subscribe. I'm at 188 before this game. I just need a dozen more of you listening to get me over to 200, so I have bragging rights, which is definitely the secret to a happy marriage for sure. So we've got that going on, and then we'll be back tomorrow. We won't know seeds. Let me just check here, but probably until 7 p.m. Obviously, if the Jackrabbits, we won't know our seeding until 7 p.m. tonight. So obviously the Jackrabbits will, if they go 2-0, will have a pretty high seed. But there are a total of 14 teams in this 13U AA Silver bracket or division for the Kava May Madness tournament. As such, it looks like the top 8 teams will make the playoff round 1, and then that would mean that the other bottom, 6 will be in the round 2. We obviously are hoping to be in the round 1. That's the one where you get the, not trophies anymore. What do they get? Little medallions, right?
Yeah.
Little medallions, medals, little medals. And so a playoff games tomorrow are at 9, 11, 1, and the championship is at 3. The Jackrabbits can secure themselves a first or second place. They would end up as the 11 o'clock game, which would be great. Although heads up, Keith, is Keith staffing tomorrow or are you back tomorrow? Keith is staffing tomorrow. Keith, bring all the batteries because we're going to have to go 3 in a row. So I have to figure out how to do that. And we'll have Eastside just skedaddling into first. I think he took advantage of the fact that 18 was clued in on throwing his first pitch. It was a ball in the dirt. So Eastside now with the lead at second. Javon, Javon knew it too. He's so mad at himself. That's so funny. But that's okay. Javon has plenty of opportunity here. He is the team leader in average at 463 with 19 hits. 16 of those hits being, oh, that hurts. Go to first on a hit by pitch. Well, Javon, that's his third hit by pitch. That ties him with Joe Ricardo. He's still behind Aaron. And Gianni still in the pole position at 7 hit by pitches. Because so Jack now in. And Jack hits that ball straight up. Oh, that's infield fly rule. They didn't call infield fly. So we get a runner. Okay, so we do get ump here's been loud all day. Suddenly got mute. So we have a force. Next batter, we're going to give that a fielder's choice. And then Jack's on first. Nobody else is on because we had the force at second, so the out at second, and then the run scored. So I believe that's 11. Let me go back and look.
I think I scored the run and then I figured out the runner.
And Jack will be safe at second on that. We're trying to make sure our scoreboard's right here and that we're jiving with what we think is the situation.
Go, Isaiah.
And Jack is gonna.
Right.
Oh, first ball smoke, or Isaiah's ball smoked through the right side, and Joe will score. I just keep wanting to call Jack Joe. In steps Kieran now with a runner on first.
So we scored.
We got a score. We got a run.
We got one runner.
Yep, and that should be 12 now. Okay, and the ump's gonna call timeout because
JT, let's go.
the plate.
We're the only team, so they get to bat.
Yeah. So Kieran now will be in. Sport and Hype Fire. Isaiah with the steal sign, certainly from first. Beautiful pitch, 48. So Kieran was taken there all the way. Strike. Oh, Isaiah. Oh, what happened?
He ran into that base crazy. Yeah, when he hit that base, he started hopping.
Oh no. Man, Mr. Pinky coming now. He's got grabbing his knee and is really in a lot of pain out there. We have a timeout. So Coach Hunter, who's studying to be a nurse, immediately on the scene to go check and see what's going on. I missed that so what you're saying when he hit second base?
I think when he was, he didn't hit it right. I think he rolled his ankle.
Oh, roll his ankle or roll his knee? He's grabbing his knee, it looks like. Oh no, now they're down to the ankle. He was holding his knee, but now we're investigating down at the ankle, so. It looks like we might have stepped on it wrong. And let's see if we're gonna have a pinch runner here. So a little hopping and a little bit of a little gimpiness out there, but I don't know.
But anyway, he's okay.
Isaiah seems to be okay out at second. I doubt he'll have the steal sign given that he just hurt himself. So Kieran with a 1-strike count. I don't know, Isaiah's got a giant lead. I guess he's like, I'm fine, let's do this. Kieran swings at what should have been ball 1 in the strike. So this is
Come on, Kieran, just be patient.
This is the Kieran of old. This is the, having trouble with pitch selection and plate discipline that we just haven't seen for the last 3 or 4 games. And he sits on that curveball nicely and fouls it off. So not going to get a lot of credit in this at-bat, but that was a 40-mile-an-hour curveball that Kieran just waited on and then just fired off on purpose. He wasn't going to do anything with it. Let's see if he gets the fastball here. And he does. And that ball is corked into right field. And that is up against the fence. Kieran will have, I think, a triple. Let's see if he digs. Grab the bat, grab the... So It's not going to get any credit, but that foul of the curveball, make it happen. That foul of the curveball is what set up that triple there. That triple, he deserves all the credit in the world there, but it was the fouling off to not take that strike 3 that then set that up. So now with a man on third, Jabrell, who had, I think, a double last time he was up, and he had a big smile and even, he's going to take first. He did not want to do that. He didn't want to get on first that way, but he'll be glad to get on there. If you reach the base, it's a quality at bat. Yes, that is a quality at bat. That's crazy, but that is true. And so Joe will step in. And we got a timeout for a little conversation here at the mound. Yeah, well, I forgot what the Cabo rules are, but if you hit too many batters, you have to come out. Yeah. Oh, and number 18 will be replaced by number 55. I was going to go look at hit by pitches and see where Jabrell was. Oh, that is Jabrell's first hit by pitch of the season. We're 33 games in, 34 games in? First time that he's taken a ball between the shoulder blades there. Well, no one likes getting hit in the tushy twice. That was no fun. So I would not be Jackrabbits broadcasting game if I didn't talk about NCAA baseball. You want to turn over to whatever baseball game is still happening. As soon as this game is over, don't leave us now. As soon as this game's over, especially if you can go watch some SEC games. The SEC is really good right now. I want to say they have something like 9 of the top 25 teams. I was watching with Teddy the other night, and he's like, man, this is way more fun than the Rockies because, A, the Rockies aren't very good. But he also said that he could relate to the college guys because there was pitches in the dirt, there was misplays in the field, there was kids still learning their position. Versus obviously the Rockies, those guys are professionals, they're making a lot of money, and so, they make throwing a curveball look easy, whereas anybody who's ever tried to throw a curveball consecutively for strikes, yeah, we have quite a few, and they don't have as many.
Get in the dugout. What are you doing out of the dugout?
So anyway, you should definitely pay attention to any games that are on tonight. Many of them teams are playing for their final spots as they go into the midweek tournaments, conference tournaments, before the final of the for the 64 team NCAA tournament. So Jabrell now will. I wanted to find it. There's a team, I believe it was called Maryland Eastern Shore. They were a Division I team, and they are the first team since 2009 that went without a win this year. So I'm going to go try to find that because I think it's kind of an interesting stat. But the first team in 15 years to not win a game. There's a 44-mile-an-hour pitch. So we're throwing a little bit. So this kid here is throwing a little bit slower than Jackrabbits are used to. Could give us real trouble. And Joe is going to hit that ball off to the right side, and it's going to drop. And that will score Kieran. And now we'll have runners on the corners again. So Joe with a nice little pop there. That was nice. And good for him as he struggled the last couple at bats. And that ball is going to go to the backstop, and the Jack will take seconds. Oh, I can't find. I swear it was something like Eastern Shore of Maryland is a Division I team. And Jorge really ready to swing the bat here. There is an open base at first. so you don't want to
Be patient, bud. You're all right.
do anything there. Nice frame by 28. The ball was a little outside, but grabbed it and pulled it back in just in case, trying to help his pitcher out as best he can. Next pitch. Oh, Jorge takes it up near the chin and turns on it and hits it all the way down the left field line, a long, long way.
Go, Jorge.
All right, I cannot find this story, but Jabril thought he was going to get there and then had to turn around, and we got a little lucky there, I think.
Oh, let's go, Teddy.
So Teddy now with the bases loaded.
Teddy.
Teddy now waiting on the first pitch. And he hits that ball into deep right center. That should score a lot of runs. That ball bounces to the fence. No, not quite to the fence, nearly there. Teddy's gonna have, we're gonna have a pile up at home. And Teddy with a base clear and double. Torrey almost lapped Joe. And just baseball wise, if the runner behind gets in front of the runner ahead of them, then that's actually an out. So Jorge hit the brakes there. Joe broke back to second on a ball that was pretty obviously not going to be caught. Teddy's going to go to third. I don't think he was given the steal sign there. And Teddy now on third. And Aaron can hit that ball to short. He's going to throw it to first. Oh, and it gets past the first baseman. They had him on the throw. Yeah. And Teddy will scamper across home plate there for the 18th run of the game. So Chris will be up. And the runner on first, excuse me. And that ball is hit hard right at the shortstop, and it's going to get underneath his glove into left center field. And the Jackrabbits move up 80 feet. Oh, take that back. We do still have a runner on first, so first and second. And Ricardo will step in. And ball one. And Aaron told not to come. Didn't get far enough away. Come on, Ricardo. Ricardo with the home run over the fence last time. Hits that ball, but not deep enough this time. Should be underneath. Left fielder should be underneath it, and he grabs it for the second out of the inning. So good job by the left fielder there to get underneath that can of corn, come down in his glove, and help out his pitcher, number 55. So Esai will step in now with bases, oh sorry, not bases loaded, first and second, and two down. Ooh, that ball gets away, and then comes right back to the catcher. And so the Jackrabbits are going to stay at their spots. I have a feeling that Jackrabbits won't be taking any more bases at this point that aren't fully earned off the end of the bat. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to race Aaron to the bag for the third out of the inning. Jackrabbits hit around, score quite a few runs, and I got us at 18-0. So at the Jack,
So
my
what do you call that?
that's a ground out.
Okay.
Yeah, just an out. So my rules expert here is reminding us that it's the mercy rule or the run rule is 15 after 3. We go to the bottom of the third here. Jackrabbits are able to keep the Power Alley to 3 or less runs, then that will end the game.
And more important, if you hold them to 0, almost guaranteed.
There you go. So looking, the runs against is the first and most important, what do you call that, factor in seeding. This is, I love it for 2 reasons. One is it rewards defense. It also ensures that coaches don't run up the score, because if you points, it runs against, right? So it keeps the if it was runs for, for example, the Jackrabbits would be incentivized in that last inning to score and to run as much as they can whenever they can, and it's pretty debilitating for a team to have that happen. So the runs against rewards the defense, rewards pitching obviously, and the key thing here would be that the Jackrabbits, if they can keep the runs against low, 0 or 2 or 3, then that would almost certainly set us up well to be a number 1 or number 2 seed in tomorrow, and therefore we don't play until 11. Woo woo! Now, I'm getting ahead of ourselves. Power Alley staged a rally in their game that we saw before them and put 4 or 5 runs on the board, so we cannot count them out by any means. We've got to play our game. Oh, that was off the inner thigh. But that's his fault because he's in the wrong position. If he were squatting, that...
He doesn't.
Let's go through the defense here for the Jackrabbits, as we've got Joe at first, Ricardo at second, Chris at short, and Teddy at third. The reason Chris is at short is because we have Jorge on the mound, and we've got Kieran behind the plate. His mom watching over his shoulder here on my left. And in left we've got Javon, and in center we've got Jack, and in right we've got Isaiah, who is a little gingerly going to track down a ball out there, but I think he's okay. And we got a balls in coming down. His dad says he's fine. Rub a little dirt on it, I think, is the medical advice from Dad there. So Jorge on the mound here. And Jorge pitched in the first game. And in pitching 2 scoreless innings in the first game, was able to leapfrog Teddy for lowest ERA of qualified pitchers on the team. 59 on the outside corner. So you can see Jorge throws that ball like a shortstop with a short little kind of arm motion and then a pop over the top. 59 on the inside. These are beautiful pitches. So Jorge's his ERA is 3.733. So over 7 innings, he would be expected to give up 3.77. And there's a beautiful curve to finish off number 13 for the first out of the inning. Jorge's whip is 1.8, so that's walks plus hits per innings pitched. So he's given up basically 2 per inning, 1.8. And 45. Strokes that one down into Joe's glove, who picks it up with a beautiful Hoover-like a maneuver there to get the second out of the inning. Very, very pleased to see Joe's quick reflexes there for the second out of the inning. So Jorge, 3 pitches, 2 down. He may soon be working himself into the ace role of the team. And number 17 will step in for Power Alley. Ooh, and he gets a nice piece of aluminum on it, but fouls it off to the left side. So 17 sporting the cage on the front of his mask. So I know it's unpopular opinion, but I like those. I'd like that on the on every batter if I could. There's no reason. Oh, nice shot. Oh, and it goes right through Chris's legs into the outfield, and 17 is on. Will that be the beginning of a 2-out rally for Power Alley with 17's nice stroke there? We shall see. Jackrabbits got to get themselves in order here. And 23 will step in. So the last two batters able to get good aluminum on the ball. The one batter was out at first because of a good play from Joe, and that last one went right between Chris's legs. So we'll see. That ball bounces, and we're going to get a throw down to second. They got him. That's it. That ends the game. Ricardo with a nice swipe tag there. Get him. For some reason, the player didn't slide. I think he slides. He's probably safe. But that will end the game on the run rule. Well played by the Jackrabbits today. They go 2-0, and we'll see the hand shakes there. On behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting, this is Margie and myself, Mike, signing off for the day. We will be back most likely at 11 tomorrow, but stay tuned. Contact your favorite Jackrabbits grown-up to find out. But we won't know until at least 7 p.m. tonight. So on behalf of the team, I'm signing off. Vamos Liebres, and we'll see you tomorrow.